All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Harakakodash, and double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. And Lord willing, this lesson be edifying to the body. Hey, but this topic will be on the Israelite foreigners, man. Understanding that Jake is going to come, all different shapes, sizes, and especially colors, right? And due to our scattering, you judge not off the appearance of the outward appearance, but on the spirit, right? This James 1:1, it says, James, the servant of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. It says, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting, understanding, through our disobedience, to the commandments of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, as punishment. He scattered us through all lands, man, north, east, south, and west. So Jake is going to look like all nations of the earth. Right, you're gonna have Jakes that look like Moabites, Jake that look like, so-called Africans, real Africans, Hamites. You're gonna have Jake that looks like, Edom, all different races, or the colors or ethnicity, the looks of all different races. You're gonna have Israelites, who were born in those places in which the heathen were. Right, when you look at the Greeks, it was told to Jake, when the decree that Antiochus Epiphanes put out, that any Israelite consents unto the religion of their fathers, they were to be put to death. So Jake basically bowed down unto those idols in order to live, right? And as time progressed, Jake became a heathen, right? In customs, and believing that they were an actual heathen, right? Hence the whole, understanding of the Gentiles, right? When we go into the scriptures and it tells us that, matter of fact, was it Grecian? Or was it Greek? Right? The scriptures tell us, I believe that was it may not have been Timothy, it may have been I think it was Timothy. It says father was a Greek. Right, here we go. Acts 16:1, it says, then came he to Derbe and Lystra, and behold, a certain disciple was there named Timotheus, right? The son of a certain woman, which was a Jewess, and believed, but his father was a Greek. Matter of fact, I'm a Greek reading. It says, which was well reported of by the brethren that were at Lystra and Iconium. Him would Paul have to go forth with him, right? So understanding that only Israelites can receive the word. So this goes to show you that his father wasn't actually a Greek, but he was in the Grecian customs, right? Just like Jake here today aren't Americans, but they'll tell you that they are, right? Because they're following after the customs of those who are in America, right? So it says his father was a Greek because Timothy was a Jew. He was an Israelite. So his father, or he can't be an Israelite without his father being one. So that just goes to show you that his father wasn't actually a heathen. This G1672 in the word is Helen. It says a Greek either by nationality, whether a native or the mainland or of the Greeks' islands of colonies. And that wasn't the one he was, right? It's two. It says in a wider sense, the name embraces all nations. And it says not Jews, but that's putting the leaven in there. But the Jews included. Why? Because he was of the lineage of, Israel. It says that made the language, customs, and learnings of the Greeks their own. That's exactly who he was. He was an Israelite. His father was an Israelite who made the customs, the language, and learnings of the Greek his own. Hence, him being a Greek, though he was an Israelite. It says the primary reference is to a difference of religion and worship, right? When you look into the root word, it's Hellas. Right? But that was the point. Here it goes. It says, by extension, a Greek-speaking person. It says especially a non-Jew, but no, he was an Israelite. He was just moving as the heathen move, right? So this is why you have to have discernment through the spirit, because even a blue letter goes off. He was definitely an Israelite. He was just an Israelite who believed he was a Greek. Just like you have Jake within, down south in the HBCUs, they look at themselves in the Greek customs. Here you have the 9, sororities and fraternities. The alphas, the kappas, omegas, all so forth and so on. Jake is fully in that Grecian state of mind, worshiping those idols, but they're still Israelites. So his father was a Hellen, an Israelite who believed in the learnings, the customs, and the language of the Jews. But he himself was an Israelite. How do we know? Well, he moved and was part of the congregation and learned and taught. And we know that no other nation can believe and teach in the full doctrine of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. And not only that, Apostle Paul wouldn't have picked up a full heathen, man. No. Knowing that the word is only for Israelites, that wouldn't be done. And on top of that, the heathen can't get it. It says, him will Paul have to go forth with him, and took and circumcised him because of the Jews which were in those quarters, for they knew all that his father was a Greek. Right? I'm going to read that again. It says, him will Paul have to go forth with him, and took and circumcised him, right? Because of the Jews which were in those quarters, for they knew all that his father was a Greek. And that word Greek goes back to Helen, right? So when you go here, let's go into the word Timotheus, or Timothy, right? G5095, it says, honoring of the Most High. It says, a resident of Lystra, apparently whose father was a Greek, showing you the blue letter goes off again. Esau just doesn't understand. He's Paul's traveling companion and fellow laborer. Only those that labor in Yahweh Shem Yahushua are Israelites, man. It's that simple, right? The word cannot be kept in a vessel unless they be of Israel, right? And here it is. He's one that honors the Most High. That's not an Edomite trait nor characteristic, man. You know, he is adverse unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua completely, right? So that's that. Now I want to grab this video, to show forth that Jake. Before I grab that, actually, grab this in Isaiah 11, right? Just to show forth that Jake is going to come out of, all those different lands looking like all these people. It's Isaiah 11:11, and it reads, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people which shall be left, showing you that Jake was scattered, right? It says, from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea, right? It says, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations. He shall assemble the outcast of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. So right there showing you that these in which the scriptures are speaking of, from Cush, from Pathros, from Elam, from Egypt, are all Israelites. They were just dispersed due to our disobedience. Now I have this video here, that I want to play, and it's about I said it already, but hey, it's from a Jake. I'm gonna just say it, man. A Jake, and he may not look like a Jake, but he is, because his father is Jake. So let's go. So there it is, man. He's an Israelite, 100%, without a doubt. How do we know? His father is one, right? And understanding that, matter of fact, when you go into the book of, I believe it's Numbers. See, that's the one thing about blue letter. You got to type it exactly as is. Pedigree. Oops. Pedigree. All right, this Numbers 1:18. It says, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the houses of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward by their polls. All right, showing you that the pedigree or that lineage is determined by the seed of that man, right? So when we go into the book of Numbers 1:18 and you go into this word pedigree, all right, H3205, it says pedigree. This is Yalad, which is 3205. This is pedigree. Let's need more. Here we go. To bring forth, to bear, to beget as a father. To create. Let's see if he has more. To create, to beget as a father, basically your posterity, right? A matter of fact, since the blue letter doesn't have it exactly. When you go here, we're going to the word pedigree. Let's just get in online Edom, to get the full understanding. It says genealogical table or chart, showing what? Therefore, the seed of that lineage, right? Genealogical table or chart, and is done through the seed of thy father. It says on old manuscripts, descendant was indicated by a fork sign resembling branching lines of a genealogical chart. Let's see. Right, because we understand the seed is what, brings forth. Well, seed is already, alive. But nevertheless, it's through the father in which that seed or that lineage is established. The mother is the soil, the father is the seed. You plant an orange tree here in Babylon, you try to plant an orange tree in Korea. Hey, the soil is different, but what's going to spring up? An orange tree, right? So the soil doesn't matter. That's why the apostles always bring out that you don't need the Israelite woman to bring back the Jake, man. You could use the heathen women. The seed is going to still be the seed of Israel, right? That's why in ancient war, when they would capture or go to war, what they would do is they would keep the women and children, and then they would basically unalive the men, right? Because as long as the men are still there, that posterity is still there. And that's also why, the Lord told Apostle Saul, told Saul, was it Saul? King Saul, I believe it was Saul, to destroy Amalek, man. Right? So their seed wouldn't be. Matter of fact, let's get it. Select it. It was let's see, I want to find this precept. Samuel. Yeah, here it is. There was Saul, right? His job was to, destroy all of what Amalek had, their posterity, but he kept the king, Agag, right? Here it is, 1 Samuel 15 and 5. It says, and Saul came to the city of Amalek and laid wait in the valley. And Saul said unto the Kenites, go depart, get you down from among the Amalekites, lest I destroy you with them. For ye showed kindness to all the children of Israel when they came up out of Egypt. When they came up out of Egypt. So the Kenites departed from among the Amalekites. And Saul smote the Amalekites from Havilah until thou comest to Shur, that is over against Egypt. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. Right? And he wasn't supposed to spare him, nor the oxen. He was supposed to destroy it all. Right? So he was disobedient unto what Yahweh Bashim Shai, told him to do. Right? But that's to cut off the posterity. And ultimately, the posterity of Edom will be destroyed, after the 1,000 years. All of Esau, will be gone. But as you see right there, going back to the point, this guy's a Jake, man. He's a Jake because he comes from the lineage or the posterity of an Israelite man. So despite what his physical features look like, he is an Israelite. Even the scripture tells us that. As a matter of fact, I'll grab it here. About Ephraim. And now I don't know what tribe he's from, but I know he's in there, man. Right? This is Hosea 8 and 8, 7 and 8. Salaki. It says, Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people, right? It says, Ephraim is a caked, not turned, right? So there it is. You have Jake of all shapes. Matter of fact, it's another scripture concerning, the appearance of Jake, right? Speckled. I haven't went into this precept in a while. But this word speckled here goes into the word variegated, right? Which just means colored, right? This is Jeremiah 12 and 8. Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. And it's beautiful because I did a lesson on this, years back. And when you look at Israel's national bird, it's a bird called the hoopoe, right? Or the hoopoe. And this bird is all different derivatives of brown, man, right? From the super light brown to the almost blackish looking, right? It says, mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour, right? And that word goes into variegated, man. That word speckled. Hey, but this just goes to show you that, Jake is going to come, in all different colors, man. They're going to look like all people because, this is part of our this is part of really, this is why we were scattered, because we were disobedient. So the Lord cast us into all these nations. Hey, but it's beautiful that the Lord is going to, gather Jake of all, of the elect, I'll say. The elect of those that are scattered as well, right? But yeah, man, it's about the seed. The seed is what is important. The outside appearance, and you tell. Matter of fact, can let the lesson go without bringing out this scripture. How do you tell? This Romans 8 and 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are children of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And that's the point. Hey, when we go into 1 John 4, it tells us try the Spirit, whether the Spirit is of the Most High, man. Try the Spirit by the Spirit to see whether it's of the Most High of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. I believe that's 1 John 4 and 1. All right, but this is how you tell. And use the Spirit to dictate, man. Right? So that's the point. But as you see, this dude is for sure Jake. Right? It says he might be black. Black is just another byword that Esau has put upon us. And we're Israelites, man. And so is he. And so Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the body. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Harakakodash. And double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone. And a sincere shalom to Yaki in bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.